Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to try not to get too nerdy, but we're going to talk about the microbiome, and I am a gut nerd. I make no apologies for that whatsoever. Your microbiome is really important, and I hope that when I explain to you why it's so important, that it will ignite a fire in your belly and you'll be motivated to take care of your gut buddies. That's what I'm hoping. That's part of the whole reason of this entire channel and what we're doing. So today we're going to dive into the microbiome. But let me back up just a little bit. Okay. I was not interested in changing my diet and lifestyle. Not even a little bit, to be honest with you. I had fought my weight my entire life, and I was tired of it. I was tired of yo-yo dieting and fads and gimmicks, allergic to bullshit, exhausted by the non-stop trendy fad diets that pop up, just one after the other. It's exhausting, and I just was not interested. So I absolutely resigned myself to ballooning up to whatever my body wanted to be, becoming comfortable in my skin and letting go of the imposed aesthetics of what is beautiful in our society, and to learn to love myself as I was. And I was well on my way to doing that, actually. But then something happened. Pain. Then the pain came. And, you know, it's one thing to resign yourself to being heavy for the rest of your life. It's a whole other ball of wax to resign yourself to being in chronic pain for the rest of my life. So, no, that was not acceptable to me. Weight was not a factor. I didn't necessarily want to be heavy, but I wasn't interested in fighting my body anymore. But the pain definitely changed the thinking around all of this, because the weight wasn't relevant, but my health was. And I don't care what your weight or your waist is. I don't think we should conflate that with health necessarily. If your metrics are great, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, you don't have diabetes, you know, there's no confounding health issues with your waist and weight, I don't think it's relevant. If you can do everything you want to do in your life and be whatever size you are, absolutely. More power to you. But the pain cut me off at the knees and was limiting my life more and more as every year went by. And the chronic pain of my back was too much. It's just too much. So you can refer to one of my other videos about that journey through the pain. But here's what happened. I knew I should eat more fruit and veg. You know you should eat more fruit and veg. This is not a secret. Everybody knows this information. But I was categorically not interested in dieting. So what changed? All right. So when I started digging deep into my pain, which was caused by inflammation, I was like, well, okay, where's the inflammation coming from? Then I started studying leaky gut and the microbiome. That's where all of this looped back in. When I discovered what was happening with my microbiome and how it was part and parcel of my pain, that's when I got really serious about taking care of the microbiome. Okay, so by now you may have heard something about the microbiome and probiotics here and there, but I just want to do a real simple breakdown today of what it is, what it does, and why you should care about it. Okay, so Once I understood how it works, it all clicked for me. It's very, very real, the biochemistry of what your body needs to function optimally. So this isn't about guilt or shame about your food. This isn't about good food or bad food. It's about optimizing my microbiome. That's what it was about. Okay, so let's meet your microbiome. I love the microbiome. I'm such a nerd. Okay, there's 10 times more bacteria in your body, on your body, around your body as part of you than there is of you. There's 100 times more DNA of them than of you. Begs the question, who's really in charge? Something to think about. Wellness begins in the gut. It just does, okay? So, what do your gut buddies do for you? I will put a list here. Of tons of other things, but just a couple of things off the top. They help digest your food and assimilate nutrients. Kind of important. 80% of your immune system is in the gut. Also, kind of important. Your microbiome can drive hunger and cravings. The little gut buddies in here, all the bacteria, can drive you to want salt, fat, and sugar, or kale, cabbage, and carrots. They can help drive those cravings. So it's not entirely you. So that's good news, bad news right there. They produce short-chain fatty acids that feed the mitochondria. And we'll get more into short-chain fatty acids in a second, but they are critical. They maintain your gut wall integrity. This is critical. Your gut wall integrity is mediated by the bacteria in your gut, not you. It's up to them. Really important. They synthesize B vitamins and vitamin K. And they produce 80% of the serotonin and help regulate mood and anxiety and depression. There is a very clear link, gut-brain connection. It's a two-way highway between your gut and your brain. It's really critical to understand that. Okay, let's talk about dysbiosis. You should have trillions of bacteria. I think it's 100 trillion. I'll look that up and put it at the end. In your microbiome. But there's supposed to be a constant balance. There's good guys and bad guys. Now, I hate those terms because it's too simplistic. We should all have a huge, diverse array of bacteria. And they sort of keep each other in check. There's a constant balance there. It's like an Amazon rainforest. You want rich, diverse, tons of life, but it's all kept in balance, right? Predator, prey, it's all kept in balance. Dysbiosis is when it's not in balance anymore. Too much of one, not enough of another. So that is what dysbiosis is. Okay, let's talk about probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. Probiotics you probably know. Activia yogurt. You're going to take your Align probiotics, you're going to buy them at the store and add them. You may not fully understand what they're for, but you've heard around you're supposed to take them. So probiotics are adding bacteria into your system if you don't have enough or the wrong types. Prebiotics are what you feed the bacteria. This is the metaphor I use to explain prebiotics, probiotics. So probiotics are the guests you're going to invite to your party. You're like, hey, come on in. It's a party. Join us. Come on in. Prebiotics are all the yummy goodies that you feed them to keep them at your party. If you don't feed them the prebiotics, why would they stay at your party? Aren't they going to go down the street and look for a better host? someone who's going to feed them some deliciousness. So prebiotics, that's your fiber, that's your resistant starches, your complex carbs, all that stuff that's so boring nutritionally. Sorry. If you want to be a good host, you have to feed your guests. No two ways about it. Okay, so postbiotics. What are postbiotics? You invite the guest to the party. You feed them delicious, yummy treats. They produce short-chain fatty acids, metabolites, butyrate, etc. Those are the postbiotics that feed your mitochondria, that helps keep your energy up. This is a symbiotic system. Whether you like the fact that you share your body with trillions of bacteria, the fact is, it is a symbiotic relationship. We need them, and we need to take care of them. It's really, really serious stuff. It's kind of non-negotiable if you want optimal health, that you have to take care of your microbiome, and you have to think about your guests at the party. So, okay. Let's talk about gut wall integrity and leaky gut. You've probably heard that term too. Okay. So, most people believe, I certainly thought so, that this right here, your gut wall, that's supposed to be a stomach, drawing a little stomach there, okay, is smooth and continuous and impermeable, kind of like a balloon inside your body. In actual fact, it isn't like that. I'll show you. This is why we have the board, okay? All right. When you zoom in really, 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 really close, the gut wall actually looks like this. So, there's gaps in between. So, here's where this becomes a real issue. Okay. On the outside of your intestines is your immune system. Okay? On the inside of all this, remember I said they maintain the gut wall integrity. Okay, inside here, your gut bugs build a mucosal barrier. That barrier keeps food, particles, pathogens, toxins, whatever has gone in, from penetrating through here. Right? So, if you don't take care of your gut buddies, right, and they're not in there, right? If you don't take care of them, they're not building the mucosal barrier. If they're not building the mucosal barrier, then everything that's coming in, particles, food, toxins, pathogens, can leak through here. That's leaky gut. So I hope that explains why it's really critical to keep your microbes happy, because they do work for you and they help you. As part of the immune system, you have to understand something. The biggest organ in the body is not the skin. It's actually your intestines. If you lay out the intestines, it's between a badminton court and a tennis court. There's been some back and forth on that among the scientists. Let's just say it's the largest surface area in your body that comes in contact with everything from the outside world. This is inside your body, but everything from the outside world is coming into contact inside your body. food, particles, toxins, allergens, all of it is coming into contact. That's why keeping your immune system healthy, happy, keeping a mucosal barrier intact, really critical. So, I hope you're starting to see why it's really important to take care of your gut buddies. They do a lot of jobs for you. Okay? All right, stick with me. And part 2, we're going to talk about autoimmune and immune function and how that happens. Thanks. Stick with me. Peace out. Bye. So here comes the disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV. I am on a hike in my mountains, my local hills, right there. So all I can say is this is a journey you have to take for yourself, as I took it for myself. You have to find out what works for your own body to bring your health back in alignment, to take accountability for your health, and gain some autonomy. The medical system is not going to do it for you, and pills aren't going to cure you. They're just going to allay symptoms. So if you're interested in doing more, talk to your doctor and do the journey for yourself. Again, I'm not a doctor. I just did what worked for me and my body, and I hope you will take the journey to find out for yourself what it takes to get back to health. Peace out. Bye.